realize it's been exactly 1 month since the trial?
It seems so long ago, and yet it's still here with us.
It's understandable, hon, after what you've been through. No one would judge you.
Oh, but they do. I get the looks. That desk clerk down at the club. You know the one I mean.
The one with the haircut? Don't give it another thought. She's mentally deficient anyway. And have you seen her son? 27 years old and totally worthless.
Natalie, don't talk that way. She came up big for me at the trial.
She was a witness under oath. She had to tell the truth. She wasn't doing you any favors.
But that's no reason to make fun of her child.
Hardly a child. You getting soft on me, Joni?
Well, I think losing my house and my life savings to pay legal fees to defend myself of murdering my husband. Of course I'm going to see the world differently than before. The charge of which, I may add, you know to be completely wrong. As if I could stab Roger.
Don't you mention that rat bastard's name in my house. You know the rule.
Can't we just please put that all in the past? Dwelling on it now just makes it harder for me.
No, he deserved what he got after what he did to you. You have every right to feel the way you do.
I know, Nat, but I can't help but feel I'm becoming a burden. Well, I'm living here all the time, dependent.
We're friends, best friends. It's what best friends do. Where would you go?
I don't know, but I'd find something that I...
Not another word. Were you expecting anybody?
You're the only friend I have left.
I'm looking for Joan Sherborne.
And who are you?
Excuse me. My name is Pace Bamberger. I'm a reporter with the local paper.
I'm Joan.
Well, it took a little tracking down to find you.
We don't need a subscription. Newspapers are a dying industry anyway.
Don't I know it? Actually, I'm here with a book proposition for Mrs. Sherborne.
Ain't no Mrs. anymore.
Well, I was hoping for some of your time.
Oh, Nat, just let the man in.
Mrs.
Please, just call me Joan.
Thank you. Joan, I don't know if you remember me. I covered your trial. I was there every day. I talked to you briefly after the verdict came in, before you went into hiding.
I'm sorry. It's just a blur to me now.
She's trying to put all of that behind her. And she's not hiding, just keeping a low profile.
And I can certainly understand that. But I would like to do a book about your trial, about you and your experiences.
Why?
To be brutally honest, for money. I mean, I think I can get a $10,000 advance pretty easily. And we would split the profits, of course. I've written a couple of other crime books. Moldover and Delaney's probably my most famous. Well, given my experience and track record, together we can clear $30,000 in 18 months. Plus another $10,000 for the magazine rights, and another $10,000 for the option rights, which no one ever exercises. If they do, then we're looking at a couple $100,000. And again, we would split all of the proceeds. I would do the research and the writing, and you would provide me with exclusive access to your memories and your story. Why don't you think it over? I can come back with a more structured offer, and then you'll be able to see what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Please, just think about it. I'm only planting the seed. I'll see myself out.
It seems like an awful lot of money, but I don't know if I want to do that.
It's a bad idea. Too dangerous.
Nat, I've been thinking about that book thing. You remember that reporter who was here yesterday, who wanted to write that book?
Well, what about him?
Well, I think we should think about taking that offer.
No way.
If I got that money, I could get my own place.
Why? Things are fine the way they are.
I know, but I can't help but feel a burden.
Oh, don't talk nonsense.
But if I got that money, I could at least contribute. Roger never let me help either.
No, sorry, Joan. It's too risky. Things are fine the way they are now. You don't want to get away from me.
Oh, heavens, no.
Then it's settled. No more talk about this book thing. Right?
Right.
Joan, I don't know if you've had time to consider my proposal from the other day.
No.
Well, I brought along a general outline of what I want to cover in the book, as well as some more specific estimates of the proceeds.
I'm sorry. The answer's no.
No, just listen. I spoke to the editor of the publishing house. I mean, there's more than just the money. I mean, there's a chance that you could advocate for abused women all over the country.
Pardon me?
Joan, I'm a reporter. I did my research. I know you lost your house to legal fees, and any life insurance would be gone by now. But not everyone's motivated by money. I mean, I was at the trial. I know your husband beat you, physically and emotionally abused you for some time.
What's he doing here?
I was just explaining that I wasn't interested in taking his offer. I just want to put this behind me.
Are you sure? I mean, you could be a voice for thousands. And the way the prosecution tried to undermine the physical abuse. They wanted a motive for murder, not an excuse. I mean, that's why they made light of the true consequences.
I know. I was there.
I think it should be pretty clear we're not interested in your offer.
I saw you exonerated in court. You had a reasonable alibi. A dozen people saw you at the club at the time of the murder. But they never did find the murder weapon. It's such a large knife. You know everyone in the area thinks you did it. They all think that you got away with murder.
Listen, Mr. Hamburger.
Bamberger.
Whatever. I know she didn't murder her husband. The court agrees with me. The case is closed. Why can't you understand that?
I'm a reporter. I've got years of experience in noticing things.
What things?
Well, it seems that you and Miss Brooks have gotten particularly close since the trial. Or was that even before the trial? And you, Miss Brooks, seem pretty confident in Joan's innocence. Is there something you haven't told anyone? Oh, and where were you at the time of the murder?
Excuse us, please. Joni, can I see you in the kitchen for a moment?
He knows. He knows.
Well, he certainly suspects.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Same as last time, only we switch. This time it's at my house, so I need the alibi. I'll go out the back door and you take care of it this time.
I couldn't do that.
It has to be done. He has to go. And you owe me for getting rid of Roger for you.
I think maybe you got rid of him for yourself, too.
How can you say that?
Besides, couldn't we just take the money? Well, he wouldn't want to hurt us if we're working together.
It doesn't work that way. He'll keep digging. It's his job. Oh, all right. You go to the club. I'll take care of things here. I'll meet you at the club and we'll play a game of tennis and have a soak in the hot tub. Mr. Hamburger, can you come in? There's something I want you to see.